I've got another unique little setup that I want to share with you guys today that I don't think I've ever seen anyone use, let alone post videos with. I could be wrong because there's a lot of people with videos out there. So I mean, if I'm wrong, just let me know or whatever. Don't I honestly don't care. But this is a little tip I found with the Vector. Now, with the Vector, I stopped using it for a while because I thought it was so weak. The damage rating on this gun is probably the lowest in the entire game as far as I'm concerned. The rating is a 25-20, which if you don't know what that means, it basically just means each bullet at its maximum damage within range will do 25 damage out of a total 100 player health. So it would take 4 shots to kill someone, 5 if it's out of range. So, that seems pretty ridiculous, just because the damage drop-off is so heavy with submachine guns anyways, especially when you attach a silencer to it, which is what I primarily like on submachine guns. So why blinged with rapid fire and a silencer? I know I am bound to catch hate for putting rapid fire on this thing without having scavenger, but obviously, as you can tell from the gameplay, I mean, it ends up working out for me just fine. First of all, let me explain what rapid fire is for those of you who don't know. It's basically double tap from Call of Duty 4. It increases your rate of fire by, I believe, 33% or a third, and that combined with stopping power greatly increases the power of the weapon. It also greatly increases the recoil by a direct 33% since you're outputting an extra 33% more ammo every time you pull the trigger. So you're feeling a lot more recoil. Again, why the rapid fire? Because it doesn't take away anything from the Vector. It only adds strength to it. The Vector pretty much has no recoil anyways, so when you add an extra 33% to what is virtually non-existent, you still get virtually non-existent recoil. I mean, it does have some, but using it within its range and up to even medium and slightly longer distances are still entirely viable. Now, the rapid fire does chew through ammo a lot quicker, and that's why I recommend using a Predator missile somewhere along the lines of your kill streak. I'm currently using a 5.79 instead of my usual 4.79, just because you do run out of ammo. I mean, you'll see it happen to me later. But I still prefer the silencer attachment just because, again, SMGs to me, I think all pretty much deserve to be silenced. I don't like being in close quarters and then having the enemy see exactly where I am every time I fire. But as you can see, this thing, with rapid fire and stopping power, it just becomes an absolute monster in close quarters. This gun is it just rips through people, and it's roughly the equivalent, after I've done the math, I think it kills in 0.09 seconds, which is right around, I think it's just slightly faster than both the FAMAS and the M16 with stopping power if you were to one burst kill someone, like if you kill someone with the first 2 bullets out of that gun. But it's basically like having that, except silenced and fully automatic. So, I mean, when you put it that way, it definitely seems a lot more powerful. Now, obviously here I've run out of ammo, and I really shouldn't have been using the RPG. What I should have done was use something like the PP2000. The RPG is great, but not for when you need more ammo. If you know you're gonna have to fall back on your secondary at some point, it's probably not a good idea. The reason I had it on, though, was mostly just because I actually didn't think this setup would work. I thought it was gonna suck, and I was completely wrong. So basically, enough analysis of the weapon. You can see how powerful this thing is. I mean, at close range, it will just chew through people, and it's silenced. So, I mean, again, it's like fully automatic M16 with a suppressor on it. You know, it's really impressive. I thought that guy was an enemy for a second. I don't really know why, but just kind of spazzed out. And anyways, enough analysis of the weapon. Moving on to what I'm doing. Basically, what I'm doing here is trying to stick with my team. Here's a nice little tip that I've found. If you don't want to die, and trust me, you don't, because obviously your kill streaks are far more important than rushing around trying to get individual little kills. Don't ever stray too far from your team. And how do you know how far is too far? Basically, if all of the green dots on your minimap are touching either of the edge, either the 4, then you are too far. You need to go back until at least 1 or 2 of your green arrows, which are your teammates, are in the center of your map. So in that way, it helps reduce the amount of places that you can be attacked from, since you'll have teammates watching different places, as well as increasing the amount of targets that the enemy has to shoot at. So, in other words, you're at a very, put very roughly, it's basically just saying you're decreasing your chances of being shot even if you make a mistake. So I make a couple mistakes here by calling in my my Pavlo while the enemy has a Harrier up. And if you don't know, Harriers do shoot down Pavlos. They shoot down any helicopters, chopper gunners even. So never call your Pavlo in while the enemy has a Harrier up. I just completely forgot about that. But I actually pay the guy back, and my Harrier shoots his down later. So this match, although I feel like I did pretty well, even though I made some pretty retarded mistakes, we still lost. Like that was kind of hard for me to believe. My team was just doing terrible, and it basically came down to me versus another guy, and we were both the MVPs of our team, and yet they won just because they had slightly better average players. And that's usually what it comes down to. I mean, you can't always carry your team. If they just keep walking into traps and into ambushes, then, I mean, you can't stop them from doing that. You can't stop them from feeding the enemy kills. But what you can do is kind of help the situation by trying to hold down an area, or just trying to play the territory game. In that way, you stay alive longer, and then the longer you're alive, the higher the chance that your enemies or that your teammates are going to start spawning near you. And once they start spawning near you, sometimes that helps kind of slow them down a little bit and help you control the area. Now, if they're really dumb and they just can't help but run into trap after trap, then there's nothing you can do. But yeah. Anyways, this is one of my new favorite setups, and I have to say the Vector is probably one of my new favorite weapons. I think it's really underrated, but the few people who use it a lot really swear by it, and now I see why. I can really see why they why they really like the Vector. I think it's just because it's you don't see it as much, and it's just a really cool weapon. You do have to watch your fire, and you have to be more accurate with the rapid fire, but you'll have no problem hitting at least a 7 kill streak. I mean, you don't have to run Predator. As long as you try to hold your engagements to close to medium range, you really will not have a problem getting your kill streaks. So I recommend trying it out. if you haven't yet. And that is the game. I believe I was 33-4. Yeah. So please rate it and comment on it if you haven't, and let me know what you think. I got more on the way. Thanks.